I don't think I'm the only one in the room here would say our nation's in trouble on a broad scale. And we're just the icing on the cake. We're the low-hanging fruit, which really, in a way, if you stop and think about a nation that needs to be reformed, if you start with the low-hanging fruit, we have the capacity, the ability to have significant influence in changing our nation overall. If that's the first time that's hit you, run with it. If it's just repetition, run with it. And run with us. Help us. Because we can't do this alone. As Brenda was saying, we are a volunteer organization. We're so grateful for all of you who have sacrificed to be here and maybe just more renewal. I can tell you that the last 2 years, I've been involved in 2 years. I just signed up for another 3 years. And as being part of the admin team here. And I can tell you that Reform 600 Law's organization in itself has gone through a reforming process. And as you know, Paul mentioned, we've been here for 7 years. 7's a number of completion. What I can tell you is we've completed the foundation. We're stabilized now. We've got a launch pad. And so I'm really looking forward to what's going to be coming up in this next year, because you know, the admin team these people are amazing. You have got people who are gifted, they are sacrificial. Yeah, we're a bunch of wingnuts, but I'm going to tell you right now that we're willing, but we need you. In fact, we need more than you. Now, I want to encourage you that there's a real simple saying, it's each one reach one. And there's some of you that are here today that if you just stop and think about it, you could have brought somebody else. You could have found a way to bring someone else with you. I'm not trying to bear down on you in a bad way, but I'm trying to encourage you, because they need to be here. They need the encouragement, they need the instruction, they need the insight, the understanding, and all of us just have enough capacity to capture what we're looking for. But know that we're here, we're going to be creating greater opportunities for influence, but we're depending on you to get it out there and to bring it to those who aren't here today. So, long and short, this is your organization. We're here to serve you, and we are the people, but we the people need to do this together. Amen? Amen. Okay. Well, thanks for coming, doing that part with us today. The only way we're going to leverage ourselves out of the situation is, like Brenda said, and that's come together with your story. Everybody in this room's got a story. And that's your passion. That's what's going to keep you burning. And if you'll use that as a willingness to bring your piece forward, I think of a leadership conference that I went to, and as everybody came in the room, they had a puzzle on a table. All those pieces were all jumbled up, and you couldn't see the picture. And everybody got a piece of that puzzle when they came in the room, and then they showed everybody the picture. And at the end of the day, they asked everybody to bring their piece back to the table and put the puzzle together. Now, what do you think happened? Oh yeah, that'll work. What are you thinking? Yeah, people left with their pieces. People had gone and, lost their... Tell you what, at the end of the day, there was one piece missing. It was the very centerpiece. Wow. You could see what the picture was, but it still wasn't complete, because one person didn't value the piece they carried. We value the piece you carry. We hope you'll do the same. So this coming year, we have a lot of opportunity for continued growth. There's lots of opportunity. There's probably things we haven't thought about yet that you need to invite us to explore. Remember, it's your organization. You have a voice here. We're looking forward to hearing from you. So we do have a future. It's going to involve some fundraising. I like to focus on the FUN part of that. And I like to think that this next year it'll be about, the fundraiser campaign will be about Save the Future. Because right now, the future doesn't look too good. But It's looking better when I hear stories about Maryland. It's looking better when I hear the stories that are coming out of California. Now, we have a lot of stuff that we can work with, we need to leverage. We want to get a hold of more attorneys and let them know what Janice is doing out in California. But with a team of 9 admin people, we're 9 people. We're already busy. So I keep saying this because I want you to understand the value that you bring to the table by just being a voice. By saying, well, I don't know much about it. Well, we'll tell you. We'll give you the tools. We'll give you the ability to, we'll say, hey, can you call these people? Can you work with us on this? It's simple. It's not really that complicated. We'll be looking at more outreach. We want to connect with the universities. We want to start going after the students, the folks that are going to be the next generation of attorneys, because they're the ones that are going to start looking at stuff. In fact, pre-law is even better because they're not, I guess, already overwhelmed with the fire hose of information in that first year of law school. We got a lot of good stuff that's coming up. Communication, there's always opportunities for press releases. My bailiwick here is affiliate development. One of the things that we're going to talk about later on Saturday is going to be, or Saturday or Friday, I can't remember when I'm talking about this, but regionalization. What we've been looking at is, rather than trying to say grace over 50 states, let's pare it down and get those states under a regional coordinator who will be the go-to person that will then come to us with questions and concerns and needs that we can focus on and help that region get the answers to. What we've done strategically is break that down by circuit courts, circuit districts. Because if your state and 5 other states are focusing on changing laws in your state that go through a circuit court, that creates a precedent that then all those states in that circuit are able to utilize for attacking other poor laws. So we're really trying to hone down and bring ourselves to a place of having a greater influence and impact through that whole process of regionalizing. You'll be hearing more about that through the website and other opportunities, possibly even doing some regional conferences. That'll be up to the regional coordinators and those within that region. One of the things we did talk about that I want to throw out there is there's this wiki. Wiki, I guess, is about really kind of giving people an opportunity who like to write, who like to research, and like to contribute. We want to put possibly a wiki resource on our website. If you ever go out to Wikipedia, you'll notice that that whole deal is made by people who contribute information. They write the articles, it's reviewed, and it's placed in. Well, we have a lot of people with a lot of information and opportunity to contribute in that regard. So we want to get you involved. We want you to know this is your organization, this is your website. Take some ownership in that. Membership development, again, please, that each one reach one, $20 a year. Wow. $20, I had dinner last night for $20. I'd give up a meal for $20. So we can get people over to the criminal defense lawyers, annual event. Those people are the ones that really need to hear about us, Then we're looking at this 501c3. I think there are some people who, they could really write a check if they knew they could get the benefit of it off their taxes. Love it if someone would step up and say, here's the check to get the 501c3. And you don't have to make it up to Paul. You can make it up to RSOL.
But they can still make it up.
Okay.
I'll give them a tax break.
Yeah. Become independent. Another area that we really want to look at too is civil commitment. The issues around civil commitment. Really, we're looking to a positional paper this year on that. And those positional papers are significant. So those will go up on the website and they'll be available for you so that when legislation is coming into, being brought up in your states, you'll be able to go out and resource. We really are, as RSOL, we are your educational hub. We're here to resource for you. We're here to hopefully get more research and development available to you so that you're not out there trying to flounder around and figure out what's the best way to present this. We'll do that better if you help us do it. So, you know what the goal is here? The goal is to continue. The goal is to increase. The goal is to continue to succeed. We really are changing. We are making a difference. We are growing. And I want to thank you guys for making that possible.